We recently spent a week in Phuket. We had already been here before, but it felt like we only scratched the surface. There were more beaches to see, more food to try, and honestly, we just missed the energy of this place, so we came back. This time we're doing a slower trip. A mix of exploring, relaxing, and revisiting places that made us fall in love with Thailand in the first place. So here is our guide to how we spent 7 days in Phuket. We landed at Phuket Airport early in the morning and headed straight to our accommodation. Instead of a taxi, we took one of those share vans. Cheaper, definitely, but also a lot slower than we expected. Still, it got us there eventually. Our first base was Kata. This is the hotel we chose. Llegamos aquí a nuestro hotel en Kata, después de 1 hora y media de camino en la van compartida.
Me siento muy cansado, pero muy alegre de que ya llegamos.
We decided to spend a few days here so we could explore the nearby beaches before moving to Phuket Old Town later in the week. With the check-in done, we headed out to explore the town a bit. Kata definitely feels busier than we expected, but in a good way. It has a classic touristy beach vibe that somehow just works. Llegamos a la primera playita del viaje.
Estamos en Kata Beach.
Ya no hay sol, pero sigue habiendo mucha gente. Se va a ver. We ended the day at the local market, having our first Thai dinner of the trip. Everything was so delicious, and it immediately reminded us why we came back to Thailand. The food here is on another level. Today was our first full day in Phuket, and we had a lot planned. But jet lag had other ideas. We didn't manage to wake up early, but after a quick morning workout, we walked over the local fresh market.
Vamos a buscar frutita y snack.
Para desayunar en el hotel. We picked up some fruit and headed back to the hotel for breakfast. After that, we grabbed a Grab and made our way to Patong, probably the most famous beach destination in all of Phuket. We actually stayed in Patong last time. It's not exactly our vibe, but it's still a cool place to visit, especially if it is your first time on the island. Llegamos a Patong Beach y Pablo tiene una misión.
Me quiero comprar una camisetita de básquetbol.
Our first stop was Bangla Road. By day, it feels almost calm compared to its nighttime chaos. We visited a couple of markets, and Pablo got the basketball jersey he'd been wanting. Last time we were here, I don't remember this mall even existed. Seems like Phuket changes fast. Inside the mall, we stumbled upon a summer body fitness competition. We decided to join. As spectators, of course, we are definitely not ready to compete just yet. Later in the evening, we went back to Bangla Road because this place completely transforms at night. Light, music, crowds, everything. Whether it is your scene or not, it's something you kind of have to experience at least once. We ended the day the way most days in Thailand seem to end, at a food market. There is just so much to try. Fresh seafood, noodles, skewers, desserts, and honestly, you cannot go wrong.
Miren, es el tamaño de mi cara.
Más grande que su cara.
Fíjense, piña, passion fruit y coco.
Guárdame. Muy bueno, muy bueno. After dinner, we grab a ride back to Kata and call it a night. Another day in Phuket, and today the weather is perfect for visiting some beaches. Since our plan for this trip is to take things slow, we're only visiting 2 today. So let's head to the first one. This is Kata Beach. It's not crowded yet, even though it's not exactly early anymore. Our plan here is simple: swim, relax, enjoy the warm sun, and do absolutely nothing productive. We rented the sunbeds for 200 baht for both of us, and spent a couple of hours just enjoying life. After a while, we decided to walk all the way up a hill to visit a famous viewpoint cafe. And you can immediately tell why it's so popular. The views from up here are incredible. We grabbed a couple of drinks, waited for the heat to calm down a bit, and then headed to our second beach of the day. This is Karon Beach. The plan here is pretty much the same as in Kata. We rented 2 sunbeds, also 200 baht for both, and just relax. Karon is definitely more crowded than Kata, but maybe it's just a timing thing. It seems like the later you come during the day, the more people arrive. Y acá vamos. Vamos a ir a recorrer Karon. Since we are on an island, we figured today was the perfect day for seafood. We found a nice restaurant near our hotel and had dinner there. Even though we've been a couple of days in Thailand, we still haven't had mango sticky rice. But that ends tonight. So after dinner, we went out to find one. This is our last day in Kata, so our last chance to visit one of the nearby beaches. We decided to come to Kata Noi Beach, and I think this one might be your favorite. The water is incredibly blue, the sun is soft, the weather is perfect, and it's not too crowded. At least not yet.
Está muy fuerte el sol ahorita.
Está súper fuerte, se siente como se acumula así en la ropa, en la piel. We spent the morning here before ending our stay in Kata with one last treat, a massage. Ya acabamos el masaje, estuvo muy a gusto. After the massage, we took a grab to Phuket Old Town. It wasn't too far, about a 30-minute ride. Phuket Old Town has a completely different vibe compared to the beach towns we visited so far. It feels much more local. Colorful Sino-Portuguese buildings, street art everywhere, charming cafés, and small family shops that make the area feel really unique. Before exploring, we check in at our hotel. Drop our bags and headed straight out. We think the best thing to do in Phuket Old Town is just to walk. Do whatever you feel like. Take photos, visit cute cafes, try street food, pop into boutiques, or simply wander around and enjoy the atmosphere. Our first stop was one of the most iconic streets in Phuket Old Town. It's colorful, full of cafes and small shops, and perfect for people watching or taking photos. Salimos a explorar un poco, pero hace bastante calor. Estamos así buscando toda la sombra que podamos encontrar. After walking so much, we decided to visit a couple of cafes. Coffee culture in Thailand is on another level. They get really creative with their drinks, flavors, and presentations. In Thailand, there are so many places listed in the Michelin Guide. You don't even have to try. Somehow, you just stumble into one. That is exactly what happened today. We found this spot that specializes in crab meat. Everything was so delicious, spicy too, just how we like it. We realized we hadn't visited a Thai temple yet on this trip, so we started the day at Wat Chalong. It's not very close to Phuket Old Town, so we took a grab to get there. Wat Chalong is the most important and probably the most visited temple in Phuket. The buildings are beautifully golden, the grounds are peaceful, and you can really feel how meaningful this place is for the locals. After visiting the temple, we headed back to Phuket Old Town, and it was finally time for lunch. We've been seeing chicken rice dishes everywhere, so today we tried Hainanese Chicken, and it definitely didn't disappoint. Vamos a comer pollito Hainanese, muy saludable, con arroz blanco. After lunch, we needed dessert, and Phuket Old Town makes that way too easy. There are so many cafés here that if you wanted to visit most of them, you would need a very long stay.
Es calabaza en un jarabe dulce como piloncillo. Está muy rico. En México tenemos algo parecido.
Pues sweet potato. Sweet potato and coconut milk. We need to end the day early because tomorrow we need to wake up before sunrise for our first day trip of this Phuket week. The day started really early. We were picked up a little before 6 a.m., heading straight to the pier, where we'll be joining a catamaran tour to the Similan Islands. Vamos a las 7:50 de la mañana. Once we arrived, we checked in and immediately got to enjoy the first of many buffets today. Breakfast with a view of the boats felt like a pretty good start. Before boarding, there was a short briefing where the staff explained the itinerary and all the safety guidelines. Super helpful, especially since it's a full day out at sea.
ไม่ไปลำอื่นนะลูน่าจะไปยืนอยู่ด้านท้ายเรือเห็นลูน่าขึ้นได้ไม่เห็นลูน่าห้ามขึ้นเนาะโอเค
Estas son las islas Similan.
Our first snorkeling stop completely blew us away. The color of the water is unreal. This type of blue you only see in photos. Being out here so far from the mainland, everything feels untouched. After snorkeling, we headed to our second stop, and suddenly it was lunchtime. We had just finished breakfast, and now there was another buffet waiting for us. But honestly, no complaints. The next couple of stops were the most iconic ones of the whole trip. Another amazing snorkeling point, and of course, Donald Duck Bay.
แหวนสกิดให้
On the final island, we did a short hike up to the viewpoint. It only takes about 15 minutes to reach the top, but the views are incredible. Just keep in mind, you have to do it barefoot, so watch your step. Llegamos hasta la cima, allá atrás está la playita. Ahora vamos a bajar a bañarnos. At the end of the day, we headed back to the main pier, where yet another buffet was waiting for us. After 3 buffets in one day, I'm pretty sure we won't be hungry once we make it back to Phuket town. Se acabó. Today is our last day in Phuket, and we're finishing the week with one more day trip, this time to a couple of islands south of Phuket. We didn't have to wake up super early for this one, which already felt like a win. Something we learned about day trips in Thailand is that there is always a lot of food involved. This tour is actually a half-day trip. We're visiting 2 islands and a snorkeling spot before heading back. It's perfect if you want a taste of island life without committing to a full day at sea. Llegamos a Racha Island. Our first stop was Koh Racha Island. The beach looked incredible, but unfortunately, there were a lot of tiny jellyfish in the water, so swimming didn't feel like the best idea. I guess today we're just here to enjoy the views. And honestly, there is more than enough. After snorkeling, we headed to Banana Beach. This one is more of an organized beach, lots of amenities, bars, lounges, everything you need to spend the entire day here. And it is also where lunch was served. Since it was only a half-day trip, we made it back to Phuket pretty early, so we decided to look for some coffee and enjoy our last quiet moments in town. Vamos a ir a un café antes de que cierren, que ya son casi las 7 de la tarde. Hay mucho viento. A ver cómo se escucha esto. We couldn't end the day without one final treat, so we came to our favorite ice cream chain in all of Asia. If you've seen our previous vlogs, you already know we're obsessed with Mishwe. These past few days have been incredible. Even though we'd been to Phuket before, it honestly felt like discovering it for the very first time. We got to try new food, visit breathtaking islands, and enjoy those ultra-relaxing Thai massages that never get old. That's the magic of Thailand. No matter how many times you come back, doing all these things again always feels familiar, but new. Like a place you can return to 100 times, and it will still surprise you. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please subscribe. That will make us really happy.